We're going to kick off 2024 with a guide and what equipment I'm using, what equipment any beginner may want to invest in for you to kick off your content creation careers. A lot of times when we start seeing the dollar signs into what a lot of other content creators may be making, a lot of people don't really know the technical side of what's behind the camera or what's behind the visuals that you're seeing. We're going to give you some quick, easy, and not so expensive equipment ideas for you to use to get your quality up to at least what this is right here. One of the best things about getting into new hobbies, new careers, this content creative thing is for everybody. You can actually make some decent content with some equipment that you may already have, or those of you who are just getting into it. These are some of the items that I would recommend you use all the time. Now, first off, I'm going to start off with my PC. I custom built my PC. Now, a lot of people may not have a great background in IT. I just know what I like, what I'm going to need to produce videos so that it's not choppy when my editing is going on. You can really get away with building a decent PC right now, maybe under $600 if you know what you're doing. But really focus on getting into that $750 to $1,000 range, and you'll get a really decent PC that's not going to have a lot of chop or lag time when it comes to processing and rendering your video for your streaming content. That's pretty much the bare minimum I would go to, and that will get you through the day. So PC is definitely going to be the first piece. Next up is the sound quality and what you're presenting. I can't tell you how many hateful text messages I got when I first got started about, oh, your sound is terrible. I used to add a lot of background music. I still do, actually. I love it. That's my signature, right? But what happens is a lot of times if you don't have a background in producing video content like I did, and like most people don't, you're not really going to pay attention to too many of the nuanced things that come along with content creating. It's aggravating to some of the consumers or the viewers, but it's more aggravating to me as a content creator or somebody to take the time out of their day and lodge a terrible comment about your sound quality or whatever. Well, you have to keep in mind, people really don't know coming out of the box. So, until you get into that realm and you start learning things, deal with it or just tune off. Really, leave that negativity alone. Now, that said, I started off with some really cheap microphones. I'm still using a cheap microphone, but it's a good quality mic. We're talking about the Yeti mic that I'll show you here. Now, you can use a regular directional mic, but that's not going to give you the sound quality that you're hearing right now. Now, even without headphones, and a lot of people use headphones for the thing, I just don't. It's a preference. A good cardioid mic like this, what you're seeing on the screen here, and what I'm talking into, it's not going to run you more than $100. This one is actually $79. It's a 10-year-old mic. These things were almost extinct during COVID because you couldn't find them anywhere. Literally, they were in that much of demand. Start with video conferencing because the sound quality is so rich and it cancels out a lot of noise in the background and you have a great time with it. I'm not plugging Yeti because there's a lot of other mics out there. The Shure, I guess it's the MB7. That's both USB connected or XLR connected microphone. Very good quality, around $200. But as far as a beginner, stick with this right here. There's not much out there that's going to compare quality-wise to the sound quality that you're getting on this mic. Invest a lot of time in this because this is the thing that's going to get your voice out to the people. Definitely the best bargain in the business. Now let's talk about video. Now, in addition to just the camera, you also have to deal with something called a video capture card. A lot of people, again, if you don't have a background in IT, you're going to probably get yourself confused on what type of connection goes where, what type of camera to use. You can use a traditional web camera like the ones you plug into your PC, the little webcams that stick on top, or you can use your phone. But if you want to get that 4K video, if you want to get some nice color depth, you want to get the aperture rates, you see how the background behind me on the TV is a little bit blurred out, but you got crisp video up front. That's going to come with this A6100 camera. Sony makes great mirrorless cameras specifically for streaming and podcasting. But as far as standing up for the test of time, now this is probably about a 3-year-old camera now. They have a 6400 version and they have a Z series, which will be a lot less, but give you the same or comparable quality and not really break a bank. But it is a great way to get 4K video. In addition to the camera, again, video capture card is going to be essential. Now, the top of the line is going to be something called the Elgato video capture card. It does 4K video, so many frames per second. However, what you're seeing right now is like a $17 generic video capture card plugged in to my camera that's plugged in to my PC. So one end, you got a cable coming out of your camera connected to this adapter. It's plugged into your video capture card, and the video capture card is plugged directly into the PC. And that's how you're seeing this video right now. Very good quality, no fuss, no muss, just connecting the dots really. And again, if you don't have a background in IT, this stuff may sound confusing to you, but it's really not. It's really straightforward. The quality that you're getting and seeing and hearing right now are from devices that are under $1,000. Again, the microphone was only $79. The camera is going to run you a bit more money. It's going to be in the hundreds of dollars. But hey, if you want to put any time or effort into content creation, yeah, start with that. These are really good equipment pieces. We're not shilling for these companies. This is just something that I actually use myself. So yeah, definitely get a Sony camera. Now, the last piece of equipment we're going to talk about today is the Elgato Stream Deck. Again, another piece of equipment from Elgato that is really cornering the market in a lot of the video production of social media content creators. This device is really not so much for guys like me who are just putting together little videos using OBS or Clipchamp, is what I'm using right now. When you get into that live content and you want to have some on-the-fly workflow commands, this is the device to have. Just by a touch of a button, you can control your lights and everything else that you got going on for your production quality, sound effects, different workflows. These devices optimize that workflow. I haven't gotten one yet because I'm not doing any live streaming yet. Will it make sense for me to use it here? Nah, probably not. Again, this is more of a future piece. I'm currently at around 693 subscribers, not even cracking 1,000 yet. You're not making any money doing this stuff at this point. You're not getting any AdSense revenue. But once you get over that first 1,000, start making some good contacts with people who are already at the hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of subscribers. After your first 10,000 subscribers, AdSense will really start kicking in, and you may be making, some good money comparison to what the average American makes. There was a good video out there from the lead attorney. He has some complete transparency on that video. Shouts out to the lead attorney. And he documented what his journey was at 10,000, now I guess over 100,000 subscribers. With $10,000 coming in from subscribing after you reach a certain number of subscribers, $10,000 a month in a 28-day period. Yeah, that's now you're getting into some serious money. Now he's way above that. I believe on the video that I watched, in a 6-month time period, with the number of subscribers he has, and he has some like 400K subscribers, somewhere around there. And you're talking $250,000 in 6 months just off of the things that he's monetizing. AdSense is like $100,000 in those 6 months, but he's also doing sponsorships. He's doing classes or tutorials on how to do this stuff. Look into these guys' channels and see what they're doing so you can try to maximize the potential. Don't leave any money on the table. Your brand that you are building is actually going to be building your revenue as well. So invest some time into that. That's why I do the things I do. It's not too hard, but you need to start investing time into it. Now, a lot of people spend a lot of time investing into their appearance and their showmanship. I've always been one of those anti-social social media kind of guys. I'm not going to get out here and start talking about folk, name dropping, anything like that. We're not getting into the gossip stuff, although it's very profitable and popular. You just have to be built for that kind of energy, and I don't think I am. Gossip channels just not my thing. I like doing this education piece. I want to keep it pushing that way, and if I can do that by helping somebody else get on board, that's what I'm going to do and feel good about doing it. But again, those basic devices could get you well on your way to creating a decent channel where you're not so unprofessional in the presentation, and you can avoid a lot of pitfalls that I jumped into when I just went out and bought something that looked great but didn't sound. The quality was terrible. Video was terrible. Yeah, look into these kind of things. This is a good way to get started with those pieces that I showed you in this video. Remember, not all money is good money, as I found out the hard way when I bought that cheap equipment. Spend a little money on this stuff, spend a little good money on this stuff, and it will pay off in the long run. Thank you.